Gentlemen, we gather here today to finish off our tier list for the various foods of Minecraft. I apologize for leaving so unexpectedly last time we attempted this. You guys ready?
Oh, great, here we go again. Hopefully this time we can get through it without Trump attacking anyone who has a different opinion than him.
Joe, I wasn't attacking anyone but you. You definitely deserved it too, for those absurd and unacceptable takes. I'll go easy on you this time, if it means you won't go crying to Barack.
I'm not even going to entertain this idiot. Can we just get started?
We sure can. However, before we begin, there's something that must be addressed. It's been brought to my attention that we wrongfully placed bread in B tier. It's as if all of us forgot that hay was in the game. With hay, you can have an almost infinite amount of bread in your inventory. It's also really easy to get wheat since seeds are everywhere.
I only accepted its ranking of B out of pity for Joseph. The poor guy's dreams were crushed when I explained that beetroots are completely useless.
Sure you did, Bozo, but a shout out to the guy that told us to fix that.
Now we can get started. First is the cookie.
Throw them into lava. I gave my parrot a cookie and he died.
Unbelievable.
These aren't safe. Put it in F.
You can't feed your parrot cookies, man. Chocolate is poisonous to parrots, both in real life and in the game. They aren't that great, though. We'll give them D, even though they're kind of cool.
Now what we've all been waiting for, the almighty golden apple. I vote to throw them both in S.
I'll never forget when Donald attacked me in our survival world and I pulled one of these babies out. I gave him a beating to remember.
That's the only way a brain-dead disgrace like you could ever kill me. Not only
Bullshit.
that, but you had better armor. You accomplished nothing.
All right, placing the golden apples into S where they belong. On to glowberries.
I'd say these are C tier. They light up, you can place them anywhere, and they're easy to find.
Put the glimmering cave testicles into F. They're comparable to beetroots with how little hunger they restore. Totally useless.
Okay, I see where both of you are coming from. But Joe, they really aren't quite as easy to come across as you're making it out to be. They do look cool, though, and light up. At least they give you a little more than a beetroot. D tier.
Whatever, I think we can all agree that the golden carrot belongs in the highest tier of all. It's one of the best foods in the game.
I'm actually amazed that you were aware of that, Joey. Well done.
Indeed. The golden carrot has some of the highest saturation of any food. Truly a blessing from Notch. Into S it goes.
Now the honey bottles. Surprisingly, each bottle gives you 3 bars of hunger. Not too shabby.
Fuck honey. I always try to get it from the beehive outside my house, and the bees just come out and swarm me. It's nearly impossible to acquire. It deserves
Barack,
F.
don't even tell this uneducated fool how to correctly harvest the honey. He shouldn't be making this list. He doesn't know anything about the game. It
Yes, I
restores
do.
decent hunger. It's easy to get, unless you're as dense as Sleepy Joe, and it even cures poison. Throw it in C and move on.
It seems strange putting the honey bottle into C, but I can't argue with that statement. You can even make blocks with it. Our next item is the watermelon slice. I swear to God, if you say anything out of line, Donald, I'll kick you from the call immediately. Joe and I will finish the list ourselves.
Classic liberal. Just when I was starting to change my mind about you, Barack, why do you gotta be a pussy all of a sudden? I've been waiting this whole time for us to get to the watermelon, just for you to shut me down. Don't worry, buddy. You'll get what's coming to you.
That's what I thought. It's going in D.
Well, I gotta be honest with you, Barry. I'm amazed that you, of all people, placed this one so low.
Joe, I have gained a small amount of respect for you after hearing that.
Really, Joe. Fuck off. You're supposed to be on my side.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, pal. But you never stepped in last time. Or stuck up for me during Trump's bullying. It's every man for himself in this motherfucker now.
Whatever, dumbass. What do you guys think about the raw fish?
I think all the types of raw fish are foul as hell and belong in F. I don't really care how much Joe likes fishing.
It's good when you cook it, fat ass. I never said I liked any of the raw fish. I don't give a damn where it goes.
F tier for the fish. Now the mushroom stew.
I can proudly say this delicious soup belongs to B tier. You can make it with mushrooms or harvest it from a mushroom cow when you find one.
Agreed, good saturation, and it replenishes decent hunger points.
I would have put it in A personally, but B is fair.
Now on to a personal favorite of mine, the poisonous potato. I can't even recall how many of these I've given to Joe. Completely oblivious to what he was being fed, he gobbled them right up. The amount of enjoyment I've received watching him slowly die of poisoning cannot be compared to any other food in the game.
That explains why I kept getting hurt when I'd eat my potatoes. You act like a child, Donald. Grow the hell up and stop it with these tricks.
I don't know how you weren't aware of that, Joe. Those things are literally green. Either way, it gets F tier. The regular unbaked potatoes get D.
Before you assume otherwise, no. I don't like the puffer fish, Donald. F tier. Let's keep it moving.
You're full of surprises tonight. This is the only food that disorients you more than the chorus fruit. Hell, when you eat one of these, it's like you're playing Sleepy Joe Simulator.
No one's laughing, Trump. Quit taking shots at me for 5 minutes so we can get the damn list done.
Joe's right, Donnie. If we're actually going to finish this time, we have to work together.
Believe it or not, this is what it looks like when trying to cooperate with the likes of you two imbeciles. Being here dealing with Joe has been quite the struggle. He obviously hasn't taken his medication
Kick him
today.
from the call, Barack. This has gone on for too long. This slimy orange-colored shit stain needs to go.
Shut your damn pie holes. Screw your takes on the pumpkin pie and rabbit stew. I'll rank them myself. I'm obviously the only person here capable of getting us through this. B for the pie and C for the soup, since it's hard to make. Give your opinions on the rotten flesh. No arguments, please.
The flesh is honestly underrated. I feel like people act like it's the iconic worst food, when in reality it's actually extremely useful. This stuff will save your ass when you're down in the cave and have nothing to eat, just kill a few zombies. By the way, Joe can't rate this one. He mainly plays peaceful difficulty, so he probably doesn't know what this food is either.
I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire, Donald. Putting that aside, I actually do know what rotten flesh is, and I couldn't agree more.
Glad we could get through that one without any major arguments. We still have to throw it in F, unfortunately. It just isn't good enough for D. Can we also agree the spider eye goes into F?
You can make potions with it, though.
Who the hell cares, man? F tier.
Now on to a pretty interesting item, the suspicious stew. It's basically the mushroom stew with a random side effect. It could be good or bad.
Yeah, I'd give it C for being so unpredictable. It's pretty cool, though, when you get a positive effect.
Okay, I'd give sweet berries F. Thoughts?
No way in hell, Barack. Give them D. Sure, they hurt you once in a while when you walk into a berry bush, but you can get loads of them. They're especially useful early on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I gotta side with Joe.
I guess they're usable. I still think they're shit. D for the berries. Guys, I can't believe we actually made it. This is the last food we must rank from the wonderful game of Minecraft, dried kelp. Where's it going, boys?
See, this here is some vegan shit that Michelle would make you eat in real life, Obama. It's nasty.
Where'd Lardass go?
I kicked him. I'm not dealing with that kind of behavior right now. I want to end the list peacefully. What would you give the kelp, Joe?
Lock it in F, Barry. It sucks we had to end it with such a lousy food.
That's all right, Joe. Even though you and Donald pissed me off the entire time, I'm glad we stuck to it and accomplished our goal. Trump probably gets the idea. Let's invite him back and play Counter-Strike.
Can't we just play without him?
He's one of the boys, Joe. We can't leave him hanging.
I guess you're right.
I just invited him back. Let's do this shit.